Hey there, good afternoon. These are your notes for 8-2, relative frequency and probability. Forgot my pen. Okay, relative frequency. Okay, relative frequency is the frequency of a category divided by total of all frequencies. Okay, so we need to keep that in mind today. This is a two-way frequency table. We know that from 8-1. We can use this to interpret associations and trends between two categories. So the first thing I want to point out is marginal relative frequency. Okay, I'm going to highlight that in pink. And I'm going to highlight 118, 122, 120, and 120. When we're talking about marginal frequency, you compare using column and total rows to the grand total. So the train station is 122, so it's 122 over 240. Okay, margin is the edge of the paper. Marginal frequency is the edge of the table, if you will. Okay, and then there's something called joint relative frequency, which I'm going to highlight in blue. The joint relative frequencies are the ones on the inside of the table. They join two things together for like ninth grade and State Park or train station and 9. Okay, those are joint. Conditional relative frequency, they use non-total row frequencies to a total row. So they'll give you a condition, ninth grade or grade 9. So you have to use the grade 9. So it says given grade 9, then the train station. So the total of that row is 120, and the grade 9 that like the train station is 56. So it's 56 over 120. You can use column totals also. So they give you the condition of train station. So it says given train station, then grade 9. So the total for the train station is 122. Grade 9 is 56. Okay? Excuse me. So we're going to go through 1 through 6 and determine each relative frequency. You leave your answers in unsimplified fraction form when you do that. Okay, that a student is in either grade will prefer the State Park. So this is a relative, or excuse me, this is a marginal frequency because we want either grade, so that's a total, and State Park. So total and oh, you can't see what I'm pointing at. Sorry, was pointing at the table. So this is going to be 118, which is the total for the State Park, over 240, which is the total for each grade. Okay, number 2 says grade 10, and then the train station. So we're going to do 66 kids in grade 10, like the train station. And then it wants it out of the train station total because it's a then train station. So we're going to do over 122. Okay, that a student will prefer the train station given the student is in grade 10. So now we want to compare students who like the train station to students in grade 10. So that's going to change it to 66 over 120. Number 4 says that a student is in grade 9 and prefers the state park. So we want to compare this to the state park. So kids that like the state park in grade 9 are 64. And it's over 118. If we have grade 10 and the state park, that would be 54 over 118. And that a student will prefer the state park given that the student is in grade 10. So that's going to be, now we want the grade 10 total. So that's 54 over 120. Okay, so it's all about making sure you read the question and understand are they looking for marginal or joint. And if they're looking for joint, do they give you conditions? Okay, your homework for 8.2 is page 294 to 297, number 1 through 19, and number 24.